Alright, so I'm trying to replace the vacuum motor on my Viper AS710R rider. I don't know if it ingested water or it is overheated, but it died. It just suddenly just sounded like it couldn't pick up anything. It was bogging down. Shut it off. Found the recovery tank was full, but it wasn't that full, by 3/4. Drained it. Put the start back up. Vacuum motor wouldn't turn back on. It was dead. I have a replacement here. This is the part number, VS14231. This is what it looks like. 24 volts. So to change this, it's pretty straightforward. You got this exhaust shield. 3 8mm bolts hold it in place. I got 2 out already. Doing this in one hand because one's holding the phone. This should come off. I don't feel any water in it. Exhaust here. Ring. Hard foam. Motor connection. This is held in place by 3 Phillips screws. I need 2 hands for this because one needs to support it. And it's going to be a pain in the ass putting back in because the brackets like to wobble. So it's going to be hard trying to line it up. But, you can see, turn the flash on. You got a Phillips there, and one down there. It's hard to see what's underneath the wiring. This is the exhaust port I said. You see how it exhausts on the side. That foam directs it downwards inside there, and I guess that creates like the exhaust kind of like creates like a cooling effect to help keep the vacuum motor cool. Those are the AGM type batteries, 4 of them, so 6 volts each. So let me go ahead and take this out and we'll see if we can see any damage. Alright, got the bolts out. I believe it's a number 3 Phillips. If that's a number 3. PH3 by 150mm. So I believe that's a number 3. Stick it there. There's another gasket in there. You also got this piece of foam. Kind of like a piece of kind of like sound deadening. So let's see if this is going to come out. Gotta cut this off in there. That's your gasket. It's not seized. Rusty. I did this once before, where I was sucking up a bunch of liquid. I have to put degreaser down because they spill oil and stuff, so you got to put a lot of degreaser down. And also, it just sounded like it was struggling, like it couldn't pick up no more. I shut it off, found the tank was almost completely full. It's supposed to have a sensor to tell you when it's full, but apparently it don't work, or I don't know. But I caught it in time that time, and no damage was done. This time, by the time I realized what was happening, it was too late. It was still running, but it was struggling. I mean, it was still picking. It still had strong suction because I don't have the lid on here right now, but I couldn't get the lid off with it on. It was still, so even though it was struggling, it still had enough suction to prevent the lid from coming off. This is where it sucks in the air through. They'll filter in there because the motor sits down in there. The water comes up via the hoses in the back here. So you got your squeegee, then it sucks it up via that hose, that one there, and just dumps into the tank. So, see, these are your brackets. This one that kind of loose. That's why I said it's going to be kind of hard to get the motor back in because these are going to wobble. So I will need 2 hands for this. I don't have a tripod. I'm here at work. So I'm using my phone, doing the best I can. You know. So, let me go ahead and get the new motor mounted. Alright, new motor is in. All 3 screws are back in. I'll put the rest of this thing back together in a minute. I'll make sure it's going to work. Plug fits. That's back on. Dirty. So let's give this thing a test. Turn it on. Alright, put this down, it should fire. Success. So the other motor was burned up. It's got a delay when you shut it off to get like any excess moisture out so it doesn't drip over your clean floor. So let me finish installing the rest of these parts. It's just the opposite of what you did. And it's all back assembled. So it's all set to go. One last test. It's all set. I just gotta drag it over the hose and fill it up, and I just been running the machine on this floor as is. It can't pick up the water, and I can't mop this. I did it 2 days in a row, mopped this entire area. Got this area, that area behind there, and all that other crap. It's just too much. So I'm just gonna put the water down, let it scrub. It's really no different than mopping. You know, better than nothing. So they should be happy. The floors will get cleaned properly now. Only took a couple weeks to get it.